So I just saw Denis Villeneuve's new film Arrival at Toronto Film Festival, and it was great. This is the same director as Sicario, Prisoners, Enemy, and Incendie, so this should come as no surprise. Although Arrival has similarities to other science fiction films, it still manages to be a refreshing and interesting take on the genre. The way the film is written, it's like you could imagine it having a significantly lower budget. And what I mean by that is that it's very much a dialogue-driven film. The overall experience of the film, the tension, the drama, it all comes from the story rather than some flashy spectacle. The areas of the film where we do see things like computer animation and effect sequences are there to serve as icing on the cake rather than being the main focus of the film. One of the elements that stood out the most was the film's soundtrack, where an emotional and well-written score stayed stuck in my head for several days. Even regardless of the score, this is a movie that will have you thinking about it long after leaving the theater. Some aspects of the film are interpretable enough to make me feel as though I need a second watch, but more importantly, it's a film that brings up concepts and challenges that are just too interesting not to be thinking about them. It is a film that takes these concepts and makes them intellectually fun. It is not a confusing work of super complicated genius, but it is nowhere near dumbed down. The film sets you up to guide your thought process, but it in no way does the thinking for you. Amy Adams's performance in this film was fantastic, especially when seeing such a contrast between how she plays this character and the one she plays in Nocturnal Animals. Another great film that I saw at the festival that I'll be talking about in a different video. Long story short, Amy Adams has proven herself to be capable of a wide range of characters, with a keen understanding of subtleties in her performance that really help bring this character to life. The only real issues I have with the film is that there's a little bit of convenience and a little bit of cheese. It's not completely free of moments that are debatably stupid, and it's not completely free of lines of dialogue that are undebatably cheesy. The cinematography, although well done, is nowhere near the visual eye candy as some of Denis' other films. To put it simply, Roger Deakins did not work on this one, and although I would have loved to see what he would have done with this, it is not a film that needed him to function. The meat of this film is the story, and Denis Villeneuve does a fantastic job at bringing it to life. It is absolutely riveting, thought-provoking, and emotionally engaging. And just a heads up, you should probably avoid trailers for this one. It might not ruin your experience, but I feel as though the trailer's dialogue gives a bit too much away. Regardless, see this one as soon as you can when it's in theaters in November, and I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10. This is really funny. I didn't do anything!
You didn't press anything!
This is awful. The game beats itself for you. That's awful.